This is one point that Ramana Maharshi makes. This is one point that you can use. In Bhagavad Gita, there is a statement. It says the three gunas are always in a flux. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, they always try to overpower each other. Meaning, if you try to look at your personal life subjectively, you will notice that Tamas, Rajas, Sattva are coming in cycles. It will go in agitation. Sometimes for no reason you will be very pleasant. You don't know why. You will be pleasant. Sometimes you don't know why you will be irritated. Sometimes you don't know why you will be dull. In general I am talking about. Or external situations also will be like that. So Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, they will come in cycles. But the mistake that people do is, when Sattva comes, when Sattva is coming, people don't make the best use of it. In Ayurveda, there is a concept called Prakriti and Vikriti. Prakriti means that in English they today call it as states and traits or something. Traits means your fundamental traits. State means what is your temporary state now. You didn't study it in psychology lab? There is a questionnaire, states and traits questionnaire. Okay, fine. So Prakriti means traits, inborn traits, which don't change much. According to Ayurveda, they don't change. They change only after death. In yoga, we don't accept that. In yoga, we say you can change your Prakriti also. Anyway, Prakriti means your Vata, Pitta, Kapha composition is of a particular value. For example, I am predominantly Kapha, second Pitta, then Vata. That is this personality, it's like that. But Vikriti means that which is happening on the surface. So although I am a Kapha Prakriti, my present state will be Pitta aggravation maybe. I may have more Pitta problems or whatever. So that is state. That doesn't change the trait. Trait is Kapha only. So this Vikriti Prakriti concept you can apply to the guna also. Every person will have their Prakriti gunas, meaning you will be of a certain composition of gunas. That's what that guna questionnaire tries to capture. You will have some fundamental composition of the three gunas. On that fundamental layer, there is also a Vikriti layer of gunas. You may be an extremely sattvic person. That doesn't mean that you will not at all, Rajas will not at all aggravate in you. So on the surface, the gunas will be playing. In many people, the problem is, when Sattva comes, they don't use that time to increase their Prakriti Sattva. And when Vikriti Sattva is in action, you can use that time to increase the Prakriti Sattva. If you make use of that time, the Prakriti Sattva itself will increase. This is what most people don't do. When Rajas and Tamas come as Vikriti, they will involve in it so much that their Prakriti Rajas and Prakriti Tamas will get influenced and increase. But they don't make use of the Vikriti Sattva much. So whenever Sattva comes as a floating wave for some time temporarily, you should make the best use of it instead of simply letting it pass. That's why Vivekananda says in this Raja Yoga book that you should reserve a particular room in your house, and whenever you feel very nice, very elevated, you should go to that room and perform such activities like reading scriptures or singing bhajans or doing pranayama, whatever. So that room will start acquiring such qualities, and that room will now become your energy house. When you are extremely agitated after some time, if you go to that room will change your mood. You know, in ancient times, they used to have this Krodha Graha and all that. Kopa Graha, whatever. So you should go there only when you are angry. So they were trying to separate out the negative energies into one room. You will get angry, yes. But only kings could afford it. You cannot have a Kopa Graha in your house. But you can have that is the idea of Puja Graha. Puja Graha is not to please some god. Puja Graha is to build a particular energy house, bit by bit, just like how you build a physical house. Bit by bit you build whenever you are in sattvic modes, you go there and do that practice. And gradually, your prakriti sattva itself will increase.